by the way, we're live here now. Yes. So you can still do whatever. Be natural.
Awful pollution. It's I don't exactly want to be on camera.
It's okay.
Well, you know, what are you going to do? You look great. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. We'll get I'll invite a few people now too.
Okay, I'll open the door so he'll just.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. We could have a kirtan, even though we don't have instruments. We have to do a little karaoke kirtan. See how I can do that.
We have here.
Oh, the keyboard. Oh, I can pump out a little song. Yeah, bring that thing. I'll pump out a little song here. I have one that, let's see if I remember it. I've been using the karaoke thing so much.
I remember that thing. Yeah, I got a little one like that too.
Yeah, I have to practice a little bit. Only know.
Yeah, I got the same, pretty much the same one.
Let's see, did I bring the thing? What did I do with it? Hopefully he's coming up. Yeah. Hare Krishna, guys. Oh, let's see, it's got this thing.
You want me to go down and get him?
No.
I don't mind.
No. He knows he's coming up. Oh, there was one, I think. Oh, so a couple things we can do here.
I told Gaurahari I have to leave early because my friend has invited me to Tistan, which should be there at 5:30.
Okay, how far do you have to go?
It's far. I don't know how I'm going to get there.
There's always a rickshaw.
The rickshaw one at 150 to take me there. That mess of traffic, I'm like.
Yeah, well, we'll stay. While we're here, we'll be here.
How long is your class usually?
It can be 20 minutes, it can be 3 hours.
Has it ever been 5 minutes?
No, I said 20.
Oh, 25 minutes.
I said it could be 20, it could be 3 hours.
Yeah. Let's see, what is this pattern here? Let's see, 19. Try this. 16. That's weird. How did I get that? Man, forget that one.
Like the soldiers.
Oh, brother, man, I gotta get out of that one there. Okay, that's the pattern. Okay, 40. It's not what I want. We got dependent on the karaoke.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, just do it without the rhythm.
I can do it. I just gotta figure it out. This is weird.
Let's see if it's the same as mine.
Oh, I see. There's one. Is it? Oh, I see what I did. Okay, 1, 9. Let's see. There you go. Something better.
Yeah. It's exactly the same as mine.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. You do it. Okay. Oh yeah, whatever. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Woo!
Hare Krishna,
Woo!
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaur, Haribo.
Haribo, 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 Haribo.
Jai Om Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa. I don't know it. Sorry. I never learned that one. I just had to cut that one. They said, yeah, I know, man, irreverent guy, man. I don't know, man. Just seemed funny. I could never say that with such a long prayer. People, I've seen the brahmacharis, they sit in the ashram and memorize that one all day. Like, they never get a chance to say it. Unless you're in the pecking order.
And high up on that.
High up on the ladder. Ah, man, yeah. How are you today? Good?
Yeah, very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Everybody's good. We had lunch with Shama. Yeah, it was nice. And yeah, so, oh God, you know what? Okay, well, yeah. So, I'm pretty blissed out, man. That was great. We haven't done a kirtan. What's that?
Before today, whole days I was sing that time.
You've been singing that one too? Oh, really? Wow, this is the first time we
I
sang
was
it.
sing that time.
Oh.
I become an MCU.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's synchronistic. How about we read? Does everybody like Lord Krishna? Raise your hand. he got it there. So how about, I don't know, this thing came into my mind to read the Lord's entrance into Dwarka, which is kind of nice. Okay, so that's in the, yeah, it's funny, just Bhagavatam just popped up. And let's see here. Yeah, the departure of Lord Krishna for Dwarka. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Jai Srila Prabhupada. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 10th chapter, first verse. Sanaka Muni asked, after killing his enemies who desired to usurp his rightful inheritance, how did the greatest of all religious men, Maharaj Parikshit, assisted by his brothers, rule his subjects? Surely he could not freely enjoy his kingdom with unrestricted consciousness. So after killing his enemies who desired to usurp his rightful inheritance, is that relevant today? Can you relate to that? See, rightful inheritance. See, what this means spiritually applicable to us is, see, the rightful inheritance is like the disciplic line, disciplic succession. You know, it's meant to go into the hands of those who are in parampara system, in the parampara system. So here we have the Pandavas who deserved, you know, they deserved this inheritance, you know, and the usurpers were the ones who were the evil-minded, you know, the evil-minded person. They had material motives and they mixed in with different things, so the Pandavas rightfully deserved to inherit their kingdom. You know, it was, you know, but the usurpers didn't like it. They just wanted to usurp the energy because they, you know, they weren't the real heirs. See, so now, what I like to see, make this practical, is not just a story, but how it actually applies to our spiritual life. Okay, so the kingdom spiritually is this bhakti, is this devotion. You know, This is the kingdom. It's passed on in parampara system, this knowledge of Krishna, understanding of Krishna in parampara system. So it should go to the rightful heir. The rightful heir is somebody who's got, they're actually the son, a true son of the bona fide spiritual master. And so they're the ones supposed to get this. And they usually do get it. They do get it. But there are always usurpers around. And this is the problem in spiritual life. There are many persons that are not really qualified to, like people are coming to Krishna consciousness, right? They're coming here. What do they want? They want Krishna. You want Krishna? Yeah, you want Krishna. Do you want usurpers in the way? Well, that just comes with the territory. If you want Krishna, there's usurpers going to be in the way, because that's the pastimes of Krishna are to point out the obstacles. There are definitely, haven't you heard in spiritual life, we won't name any names, but have you heard this word usurping? Usurping the spiritual master's opulency. They're not really deserving of it. They're going to take these things and misuse these things. Okay? Prabhupada actually said, he said, like my godbrothers, not all of them, but some of them, he said there was one that was wanted the buildings, and so he would do some kind of, things that weren't really nice. That's usurping. You see, it's not really. So, and later on, when the guru disappears, the usurpers are there too, and most of us come in contact with the usurpers, and they pretend to represent, they're the inheritors of this bhakti and of this truth. Well, you got to confront them, and you have to see that. See, that's there. That's always in Vrindavan. Lord Chaitanya talked about it, and he says in Vrindavan, there are people on two legs that act like monkeys. The monkeys are vegetarians, right? They're vegetarians. But they're nothing inside. Okay? It's nothing inside. And so they're here. Yeah, and a lot of people run into them, and a lot of people lose faith in Krishna consciousness, in getting Krishna, because they think, this is not really the real thing, and because they don't get the bona fide spiritual master who's the actual rightful heir of it's like they own the kingdom. The kingdom of Vrindavan is not necessarily a place. It's here. See? But it's also a consciousness. See? And that consciousness is like a person in Vrindavan consciousness. They can be in the North Pole, and if they worship the Lord in the consciousness of the devotees here, which is ecstatic devotion, right? Then they're in Vrindavan. And then Prabhupada, when he was in New York, they said, well, don't you miss Vrindavan? He said, what are you talking about? This is Vrindavan. Okay? He's in that consciousness. See, he worships the Lord in ecstatic love like the residents here do. See, Lord Chaitanya demonstrated the same thing. He was in West Bengal, and he said, I want to go to Vrindavan, I got to go to Vrindavan. And Nityananda, that rascal, he misled me. He sent me to Advaitacharya's house. And Advaita, see, he's conclusive. He likes conclusive understanding, like her. She likes very good truth, clear truth. He says, wherever you are is Vrindavan. Look at you, man. You're worshiping like the residents there. Where you're crying and laughing like a madman. They're crying and laughing like a madman. Man, that must be Radha and Krishna, or where you are. See, that's a devotee. They are in that mood of Vrindavan. If you don't see a lot of laughing, crying, choking the voice, and a lot of strange things, man, you haven't seen Vrindavan yet. Maybe they're hiding it. Could be. You told me that a lot of people, they don't show Vrindavan. You kind of keep it inside. Okay. But if they do, that's the mood, is that kind of worship. And that's what our Sangha does, is we're canvassing for Vrindavan. And if you don't show the wares, why should anybody buy? I'm kind of a practical guy, Hey man, if we don't got any stuff, if we have something to sell, bhakti-wise, then you got to show what, the intangible product. Yeah. Oh, please. Yeah. Yeah. So that's that's our mood, and that was Lord Chaitanya's mood. And Nityananda and Advaita, when they got the order, See, at first, Advaita and Nityananda were not. No, whatever you want. Yeah, you can use. Yeah, you go for it. Yeah, yeah whatever. Yes, we can be as Vedic as you like. No problem. Or as un-Vedic too. Yeah. What was I talking about? I forgot.
Advaita and Nityananda were the same.
See, she's the only person that stays on track. You're the only everybody gets spaced out here. It's good. So yeah. So they weren't showing. They were kind of walking around like peaceful sages, keeping all inside. And Lord Chaitanya says, "Hey man, what did we come here for? We came here for what? What did they come here for? They wanted to teach spontaneous devotion. They didn't come here to teach rules and regulations. That's was here already. It's they came here to give the greatest gift that in the greatest Dham of Vrindavan, this way of worship that's so rare and so wonderful and so amazing. Yeah. So hey, you just keep it inside. What the heck are we here for? How are we going to accomplish this mission? You better act a little more wild in your activities. And he took that as the order of the Lord. See? Wild in the activities. All of a sudden he changed his mood. He wasn't no peaceful sage. He became a restless Vrindavan resident right there in Navadvip and charmed the hearts of some and just made a lot of Brahmins mad because they said, he's not following this rule, that rule, and all that stuff. You're supposed to follow the rules, And he didn't follow any of them. He didn't have his sannyas staff was a golden cane, gold. Somebody was so appreciative they gave him a golden cane, gave him diamonds and rings and nice fine clothes, and he'd be walking around like a great king in bliss. And people say, what kind of sannyas is this guy? That was the Brahmins usually, and the sannyasis and all that, because they follow the rules, right? Rules are law. They're God, right? God came and he, why aren't you following anything? But that's Vrindavan. That's why it was sealed. Vrindavan was sealed 5,000 years ago, right? Yes. You couldn't get in. See? But Lord Chaitanya came to say, hey, okay, we only distributed to saints before. We only gave, and you had to be qualified and from many, many lifetimes come and get it. See? But they came to give this Vrindavan to the general populace as a gift. If you like this way of worship, well, you come and hang out with us and associate with us, and then you'll get this kind of worship. You'll start laughing and crying like madmen. Does that look good to you? Do you like to be like Nityananda there? Do you like that kind of bliss, intense bliss? You're jumping around like a frog. You're so intense, and you're so your heart is so purified. You eat this, you don't eat that. It doesn't matter anymore because you burn everything up like it's like a mosquito into that blue thing.
And now what is different from this world?
Okay, take this.
What is different from this world? Some of people and many more Indian saints and saints also tell that everyone the whole this earth made from by the Brahma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Vrindavan is the heart of the Lord Krishna. Mm-hmm. It's never destroyed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When Lord Krishna, one day Lord Krishna was thinking about some matters. That day, Brahma was come to Lord Krishna, then asked him, what are you thinking and which matter? Krishna told him, I'm thinking about the Vrindavan. Mm-hmm. Why? They asked him, why you are thinking that? He told, Vrindavan is my heart. Mm-hmm. It never destroyed anywhere. Whole world is my body, mm-hmm. but Vrindavan is my heart. Mm-hmm. If your hand will cut one day, whenever, So it can be repaired, but if your heart is destroyed, but it never comes to become. Yeah. So Vrindavan is a Lord Krishna heart.
Yeah. Well, let's take that. Okay, Vrindavan is Lord Krishna's heart. Chapter 1, Adi Leela. You read Caitanya-caritāmṛta.
Yeah.
It says the heart and the Lord's heart and the devotee's heart are they share the same heart. So the heart of a devotee is Vrindavan if they're in the mood of Vrindavan.
Yeah, our heart is the devotee of Vrindavan. Everyone devotees, Krishna lives everyone body, but special of the his devotees. I look to many more things in Vrindavan. You will look in Vrindavan. Many more saints, 3 more rounds every day, 21 kilometers. They round every day. When if you will round 3 rounds in one day, so you should have something, I think 20 hours. That many more saints, people's Krishna devotees do that every day. Yeah, you can see there in Govardhan Parikrama, many more devotees round Vrindavan Parikrama. Many more devotees are 84 course means of the into 3 means of the 250 kilometers. Many more persons come to Vrindavan and Parikrama 250 kilometers every month. Yeah.
So you're saying that a devotee is a devotee is a devotee based on how many rounds they do around the hill or something?
Yeah, many more devotees do Govardhan Parikrama every day. 3 more rounds means of the 63 kilometers round every day. Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of trouble.
Yeah, too much trouble, no?
Why are they going through so much trouble if they, see, and that's okay, because there's a lot of people trying to attain Krishna.
Yeah.
See, and their attainment they're doing through austerities, like going around the hill and all that stuff, a lot of trouble and all that. But a devotee who has attained Krishna, they don't have to take that trouble. They just chant Hare Krishna, and they've done a parikrama about 100 times.
With chanting, round 3 more rounds every day means I would think 63 kilometers round every day with Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I think they rounded.
Say they're going around and they're chanting. Okay, so they're going around and they're chanting. Now, what makes their chanting actually powerful and potent and perfect? What makes their chant? What kind of symptom and experience do they have to do in their chanting going all the way around to make it really like they're doing something really perfect?
Yes, it's a really perfect. They round whole time. I think when he was hungry, he eat some more fruits, some more some saints eat fruits, and before some time I looked one saint, maybe 2 more months before 2 more months, they always weeping for Krishna.
Oh,
yeah,
that's good.
They always weeping.
Yeah.
One saint to me, one saint lives in Govardhan Parikrama. They're always weeping.
Yeah.
So I was very excited to see him. I was gone with him. Then I saw he was that time I think 2 o'clock when he was reached there. We saw he was weeping.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great. I like that.
He was weeping with my some more devotees from Delhi. I was shocked to look him. Yeah. So I told pranam, did pranam, and then I come back. I asked his disciples why he always weeping. He told me he was not weeping for Krishna not look you. He also looked him. Yeah, before some time Krishna was living with him. but now he has left him. So he always weeping. It's a really him. If you want, we can go there and we can look
sure.
him.
Yeah. Well, if we get a chance, yeah. No, that's good. That's important. Yeah, weeping. Yeah, sounds like a pure devotee. Yeah. Now, the first thing you say, this is Vrindavan is different than in the world because well, according have you read Bhagavad-Gita?
In Bhagavad-Gita.
No, Bhagavad-Gita by Sanatana Goswami. It's called Bhagavad-Gita. It's by Sanatana Goswami, and he put all these really amazing conclusions in that book about Vrindavan.
Because of people in everyone book different things because Bhagavad-Gita is told another things about the Vrindavan, and Srimad Bhagavad-Gita Bhagavat is telling about the Vrindavan, different things, and many more Shastra telling Vrindavan, but Vrindavan is different from all the world. Vrindavan Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavad Katha have right, I think, third chapter. Vrindavan is comes from Gokul, comes from Golok Dham. Yeah, Vrindavan, when this earth was destroyed, will be destroyed, then Vrindavan will gone to Golok Dham. Yeah, when Lord Krishna will make this earth, after then Vrindavan will come back from here. Radharani will come back from here. Krishna will come back from here. His family will come back from here. Yeah. He never will die. No, Vrindavan and his family and his friends and his devotees also.
Yeah, according to Sanatana Goswami, Vrindavan is the same here as in the spiritual world. Spiritually.
Yes. Vrindavan is same here from there. Vrindavan is two more Vrindavan is said. One more is in the earth and one more is Golok Dham. Yes, it's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I thought you said it's different here. Yeah. Okay, so there's no problem. Yeah, it's different. It's the same. Yeah. So those conclusions are in our books, and persons can feel it.
In Srimad Bhagavad Katha was telling same this thing, and Shri Ram Katha, Shri Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, and Goswami Tulsidas Ramayana, everyone Ramayana is telling, and many more Shastras and Purans they tell about this thing. Yeah.
All right, good. So we'll go on.
Can I ask something?
Sure.
Yeah.
Kind of weeping that Acharya said you witnessed. It sounds kind of miserable to me.
If you want to see, we can go
like
there.
He's unhappy.
No, he's not unhappy. I think he's very happy because he was weeping not for the material life. He was weeping for Lord Krishna. It's a very good devotional service. Weeping is very good devotional service. It's his love.
Actually, see,
if you love with someone, you can weep for him. It's a very good.
But it's actually an awful thing when you have someone you love who you lose.
Yeah.
It's a very tragic grief, very painful, probably like the most painful thing you can ever experience. It's called grief.
Yeah, well, you see that there's a difference between material mellows and devotional mellows. They're called mellows, ras. People in the world, it just works like that. See, our soul is in these bodies, and it's having interaction with other bodies, and we become attached. That's what Maya does, and it causes ras, material ras. So we're feeling these rasas, and they're like iron, kind of painful. It's nice, you together, it's wonderful. Then separate. What?
I'm telling that person who's from who's devotee from ISKCON temple. Yes. Because sometime he was maybe in 84. He lives in Vrindavan ISKCON. Yeah, not 84, 94, yeah. He's from ISKCON devotees. If you want, we can go there and meet to him.
Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, I'm explaining this thing.
Have you visited Govardhan Parikrama? You visited when? At that time? Many times. Yeah.
I think he's getting purified. It's good. I like it. Yeah. So ras, material ras and spiritual ras. Now, the material ras is we're dealing with bodies. Our soul is here. We're in this Maya, looking externally, and it causes us to bond with family, friends, and we do this again and again every lifetime. Okay, so we got that. So now we weep also when your daughter dies, or your son, or your husband separate, all this weeping, right? Painful, right? That feels good, right? No. Okay, now enter in Lord Chaitanya bringing in this other kind of weeping. Okay, this is called this Mahamaya. Here, the activities we're doing here, and then there's Yoga Maya. So in Yoga Maya, see, you can't really get out of this because our nature is you're going to either weep for Krishna or God or some form of the Lord that you cherish, or you're going to weep for the world. And the more you learn devotional service by the bona fide source, the parampara, if they're teaching, this isn't always taught. People don't learn this just in every lifetime. It's a very rare gift to learn about what is actual spiritual ras and then learn how to develop this awakening of love for Krishna. Because then it starts the same kind of thing like that, but you do it with God, and it's very pure with God. And even if you want, you can examine the videos that I've done, the hundreds or thousands of videos, and you'll see all this. Inside one video of chanting, you'll see a lot of weeping and sometimes a lot of laughing. Okay? And that's the union and separation, and it's all blissful. See, it's only when we kind of put what we think is like here and there, then it becomes mixed up. And then you don't want it. You think, why do I want to do that? Because it's painful here. Isn't it painful? Well, no, it's very blissful. So if you read Brihad Bhagavad-Gita, this book by Sanatana, has all these very deep conclusions about that. It says the misery and the so-called suffering of the residents of Vrindavan dances on the heads of the greatest happiness of the demigods. It only appears that way. The devotees in Vrindavan are in their nature of ecstatic. They don't know any different. They just think this is natural to weep and cry and all of this. And so they appear to the materialists, those who are in the material life, they appear like God. Who would want to live a life so like on an emotional roller coaster like that? Because it looks here. Emotional it's horrible, man. But here, it's wonderful. You're going up and down on this thing. It's the greatest thrill. I mean, I tell you, I love ecstatic chanting, man, with all this, the tears and the weeping and the laughter and the choking and the bliss out of the mind. It is one ride. It's like a roller. It's pure. It's purifying. It's powerful. It purifies the Dhams even. The devotees who have ecstatic worship of the Lord purify even Vrindavan. People deposit their sins here, and their ecstatic worship purifies it. It just purifies so much, So that's how great it is, And the Lord comes here to canvas and say, "Hey, man, this is what we're selling here. We're selling pure bhakti, pure devotional service, man. Who wants this?" And he has his guru associates teach as spiritual masters about this, because you'll see it like here. We teach, you see a little bit of the demonstration, man. You got to your product, demonstration. Got to see if it's any good. See, and then there's the talking about it, going around and say the sales pitch, but it's transcendental, by the way. It's not material. It's a transcendental sales pitch. Hey man, this is really wonderful. It's not like it looks. It's not like the material. Yeah, I know you've been suffering and miserable as a material there, but this is really wonderful, man. Wow, you see, I can still drive a car. I'm not in an insane asylum, you know. Matter of fact, look at me. From all this laughing and crying, look how many smarts Krishna has given me, man. Can dance around all these usurpers, and all these other guys. You get better knowledge and you understand all these secrets of the universe and Krishna and all these things that nobody knows. And then if you have disciples, you impart that to them, and then they become all juiced up and become like that. So you see, the main thing is, the whole idea is, like Bhagavad-Gita says, just approach a spiritual master. They've seen the truth, and therefore they can impart knowledge. So they're given your experience, and that kind of clears up everything. Go ahead.
Can I share something?
Yes, please.
To me, I was going through a very heavy thing many years ago, and I was
that's all right. Just he's
crying
holding.
and praying a lot, and I read in this book by Gangaji, like, go into your depression like it's going to last 1,000,000 years, and that's all you're ever going to know. And I did that, and it turned into a total ecstasy. I was like driving back from Atlanta after I'd gone all the way there just to go to like 1 hour of bhajans or something. And it lasted like 3 months. It felt like this chakra was just like, this bliss was, it was incredible. But later in life, when I had heavy things happen, I tried to do the same technique, of like, just allow this grief to just really go with it, and just, and it never worked again.
Oh well, you got one good try on that.
But at least I know what you mean, where that ecstasy just turned into like that pain turned into ecstasy.
No, you don't know what I mean.
That's different.
Different, yes.
No.
Yeah. See, everybody goes by their experiences, so that we have to have an experienced devotees. This so-called pain is ecstasy. The so-called, well, not the so-called, the actual, the pain of the person in relishing mellows is ecstatic. And the union where you feel like, they found Krishna, that is also ecstatic. It's a different variety of a mellow that's all ecstatic. It's all a variety of ecstasy. But here in the world, when the soul experiences here, it's not perfect. It's got, you got it's kind of nice together, and you feel jubilation and nice. And then the separation from what you're attached to is painful. So it's not nice, and also causes you to cry and all that stuff. See? So we're here to teach people to make the switch, to make the transformation into awakening devotion where you're qualified to engage in mellows. That's true initiation. You're initiated into transcendental mellows, that where the Lord awakens in your heart, you become qualified. So like people come here for a certain amount of time, and they're getting purified, dumping out all their misconceptions, see, by the question and answer dialogue like this, dumping this out, and they get hollowed out, and then the Lord starts to awaken in their heart, and they get this really intoxicated beginning, and then that's a forever thing. Like these persons, once you're awakened, Krishna will never leave you. You may leave him because of some bewilderment, but it's always temporary. Maybe some obstacle you come up with and you get a little bit checked, but because you've been awakened, it'll clear. Krishna will somehow arrange something where you'll clear it. And so actually within one lifetime you can get so qualified that you'll meet the devotees and go into the pastime, the Bhumi pastimes here. Bhumi is earth with Krishna. And then whatever needs to be done, will be finished. So anyway, our Sangha is so rare because I don't know anybody practically doing this. I mean, like you may meet a Babaji, maybe he's in but is he teaching, and they're usually, and not empowered to teach. You got to be, even if you're a pure devotee, you got to get the order of the parampara to teach this. I mean, I was going around in ecstasy for years, and then some divine arrangement where Prabhupada wanted to happen, and people started to come, be drawn. And then Prabhupada came in a dream and said, yeah, this has my approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. Do more of this. Teach now. You've been relishing long enough by yourself. I was for years just drenched in ecstatic worship and didn't tell anybody. I learned right away in ISKCON, you don't cry before the deities, man. You do that, the universal storehouse of envy will be upon your head, or anger or hatred for, breaking the rule of crying before the deity. I mean, they were really heavy about that, or they were, probably still are, maybe worse now. Yeah, but anyway, that's the way it was. So it was a kind of in the closet thing, So anyway, we're here to whoever becomes attracted to this kind of worship, which is the ultimate happiness of Krishna. There's no better happiness for that Supreme Personality of Godhead than this way of worship in Vrindavan. And if you meet a devotee, they can straighten you out on all kinds of misconceptions, because only an experienced devotee can do that. People are speculating about it. Oh, yeah, I read all these books on Rasa Shastras, and I'm an expert. Never tasted all these ecstasies, but I'm so expert. Listen to me. And you wonder why you get turned off or bewildered, or, like you don't want to maybe go worship something else. But, if you find the real bona fide guru, you won't be cheated, because they get you out of all the obstacles that are here to cheat you in Vrindavan. There's Putana here, and there's Kalya River, they don't leave, they're always here, perpetual protectors of the Dham. There's Kamsa here, protector of the Dham. He sends out all these people to protect Vrindavan unless you go in the right way, and that's why, in a sense, you can't do it on your own. You have to have the bona fide guru who is sent here and empowered to deliver you out of this. Otherwise, Putana will get you, the usurpers will get you, all those obstacles in the called demons. They protect the Dham from unlawful entry. They're like, alarms and what do you call, locks. But you go in the right door. See, and that Jesus was teaching you go in the right door, and you'll get the prize, the Lord. And so that's how it is in Vaishnavism also. You go in, the door is the real Vrindavan resident, man, and they're not easy to see, man. You gotta really, it takes extensive listening, because you hear, and you got to start dumping out all this stuff. You got to be willing, let it all go, and then it starts to get really clear. Like, my God, this person came to deliver me. But there's stuff in the way, and so and that's why I do this 30-day chant. Say, well, try and spend 30 days to really listen, and you'll see. And see after 30 days by your own experience if this hasn't changed your whole life. Transformed it, or not, or at least where you realize, I think I'll do another 30. I think this is really good. So I mean, it should be like, if it's the real deal, it should be a powerful thing, right? Guru should be powerful, right? But see, a lot of people, they don't have enough desire for Krishna. They have other desires. Well, I got to go do this. I really want this, and I really want that. And so they don't get the ability to do the extensive hearing. See, Maya or other priorities come in the way. But you notice those who come to our Sangha, they're like, man, I want Krishna. Do you want Krishna?
Oh, yes.
You want anything else? No? Yeah. So people come like that, they're attracted, like, yeah, I really want Krishna, and they spend the time. And does it just get better and better?
It just gets better every day.
Yeah? Does it get more clear what's going on here?
Very clear.
Go ahead. Good, yeah. Share. Do you want to share? Oh, I thought you just picked it up. Yeah. Oh, you're helping. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. So that's how it is. It's like Jesus taught about the parable of the mustard seed. How the kingdom is like a mustard seed. It starts as a small seed, and then it becomes a huge tree, bigger than all other plants. And that's how it is with in the Vaishnava line. It starts out with hearing. You hear and from the bona fide devotee, and from doing that, bona fide guru. Because Vrindavan isn't always given. They have to actually have overcome Putana, Trinavarta. Trinavarta is speculation. Putana is the false acharya, the false guru. It looks like a real devotee, or the real, but and very tricky and very, but isn't. They're the protector. You have to go in the right way. So the real spiritual master has attained Vrindavan consciousness. And what is Vrindavan consciousness? You can't cheat. You can cheat neophytes and beginners, but you can't cheat Krishna and the real devotees. If you can chant Maha Mantra in ecstatic love and have conclusive understanding, then you've proven that you've attained Vrindavan. Otherwise not. Otherwise you're just talking. So many talkers. Come on. You think Krishna has made Vrindavan very easy and very impossible to attain. If you go the right way, you meet the right doorkeeper there, you get in. If you go any other way, any other person who has not really attained Vrindavan, you don't get in.
Many more persons,
Huh?
Indian Vrindavan devotees was looked of Krishna near of the tree. Yeah. Before some time, one saint was chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and rounding Parikrama, maybe 6 and 7 years ago. They was very tired. That time was I think midnight on 1 o'clock. Then he was sitting near that tree. He was chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Lord Krishna comes near to him, then sit near with him, then was asking to him, I think you are hungry, you want to take milk?
There's so many stories like that. How do I know that is this, maybe it's true, maybe not, but we don't know. I mean, do you know? How do we know? We got to stick with real things here, man. Real.
It's a real things.
Yeah.
Because 7 years before the stories.
Oh, you saw this? Or somebody said?
My Guru Maharaj.
Oh, your Guru told you. Oh, well, that's different. That's different. Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, okay.
That sense now having Vrindavan. Yeah. Lord Krishna give him milk and told him, it's a cow milk, please take tea. He looks, Krishna is near with me. He was shocked. That time he looked, he saw Krishna. That he touched him. Really you are Krishna. Really you are Krishna. Then he was looked to Krishna. Then he hugged him. Now that person lives in Govardhan Parikrama.
Oh.
Yeah. In the hills. Not comes from there. Always chanting Maha Mantra. Yeah, there are a lot of devotees lives in Govardhan Parikrama. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. This whole thing is meet the real devotees.
1,000 more devotees was meet with Krishna in Vrindavan. Yeah.
There's a lot of devotees, and you like these stories. They're in the hills. They're there. But you know what? We're here, and we're given Vrindavan. We're right here, practically. We're given it.
Yeah.
Teachings, ecstasy, awakenings. It's all here. You don't have to, because over in the hills, you have to go all the way in the hills, you have to go around the hill. Don't have to go around the hill, man. You know, when Krishna's in your heart, he's there. Don't have to do the austerities.
Yeah, I know.
You know, okay, good. Yeah.
Do you know about the Banke Bihari?
Self-manifested deity.
Banke Bihari temple every day closed 8:30 o'clock nowadays. Yes, because of Banke Bihari goes every day for Ras Leela. Yeah.
Oh.
Then come from early in the morning, 4 o'clock. Then everyone doors open, like ISKCON temple opens door morning 4 o'clock for Mangala Aarti. But Banke Bihari doors opened at 8 o'clock because their Gosains who was Pujari from there, they told Banke Bihari is very tired. He was woke up 8 o'clock. Yeah. He goes every day there. If you will go and see to Nidhivana, you know about the Nidhivana. Lord Krishna goes every day there for Ras Leela. Nowadays, there Goswamis, very good makeup, looks like flowers and fruits and many more things they collected from there and
I gotta be honest, man. The energy goes way down when we're talking about it was so enlivening and gets so deep, and then it brings down the discussion to another level of this story, and I feel like, okay, let's get to. Do you feel it? You feel the energy or something? I just is trying to help you.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yes, please.
So my realization.
To be honest.
My realization is we're all trying to approach Krishna different ways, different.
Yeah, different.
So I see that as another yuga.
Yeah.
Like that was the way you obtained Krishna in a previous yuga. But in this yuga of Kali Yuga, because of Lord Chaitanya's mercy, this is what he told us to do. You just share this Sankirtan with everyone on the streets, chanting and dancing, and exhibit this devotion, exhibit this ecstasy.
It's very good devotion.
And this is the age of Kali Yuga, and in the age of Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya, that's our gift.
Yes, you are right.
That's our gift. So to do all those other things, that's fine for them. They're still believing from a previous yuga, or they don't know Lord Chaitanya, or I don't know, but for my belief, this is Lord Chaitanya's gift, and this is what we're told to do, and that's what we're trying to do.
I mean, like a lot of this, like this emphasis on the going around the hill, they're saints, and you got that's so impractical for people.
Also, everyone thinking is very different. You think different.
That's right.
Thinking is different. Your thinking is different.
That's right. Yeah.
You can't do Parikrama 3 rounds every day, 61 kilometers. You can't.
We can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want
because
to.
Because of you like dancing. Because of when I will dance, then I will feel to Krishna.
Right.
I will feel in dancing.
Yeah.
You will feel in changing.
Yeah.
She will feel in rounding.
Yes.
Everybody's
different.
Thinking is different.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Chaitanya always dancing and feeling him. He was before some time. He was chanting. He was singing Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Yeah.
He was feeling to Krishna. He was weeping. Yeah. So way is one. Was way is different, but destination is one. Yeah.
But the most recent, we go with the most recent. It's just like Bhakti Vinod's teaching was a certain way, and then Bhakti Siddhanta, he did it his way, then Srila Prabhupada did his way, and so it's changes over the years. And so the most recent one is Lord Chaitanya. So why not go with the most recent one? And now from Srila Prabhupada we have Srila Gaurahari, and he's teaching from the most recent. Lord
Yes.
Chaitanya. So if why take the hard way if you can take the easy way? I mean, to sit and do that, difficult. But to sing and chant and dance in the streets and give the holy nature, it's joyfully performed.
very
It's
joyful.
joyfully performed. You feel it, they feel it. So
Everyone feel. Yeah.
maybe it's just because that's just my belief. I have Lord Chaitanya. I don't have all the other.
Everyone also like Lord Chaitanya. This way is very good way. Everyone like that way.
Yeah.
But that way, somewhat people around the parikrama is a little different way.
Yeah.
But that way is somewhat people lives in only that house. But 64 rounds every day. Yeah. You know well. So bhakti is same, way is same, but thinking is different. I was telling about the one person who was weeping for Krishna. So he loves him.
Yeah.
He always feel him. Where is my Krishna?
Does he ever laugh? He also laugh. Every day.
I'm missing him.
Yeah.
I will come. He will come to me. I saw him. Yeah, everybody is missing.
Oh, that's
Krishna.
that one devotee you told me about. I think you sent me a YouTube video. Did you, of this one devotee? He was. Was it you or somebody sent me a YouTube video about some Babaji? Was he living in Radhakund or somewhere? Or
In Govardhan.
Govardhan.
Yeah.
Maybe it's him. Yeah. It's yeah. I don't know. When I hear for myself, I guess maybe I don't. I'm not in this long parikrams and being bona fide by how much austerities you do. That it's really not necessary. Okay.
And look, when you was
Right.
parikrama, you saw many some more saints in front of there 1,000 more stones there. They
That
was
thing.
round
Is that
parikrama
austere?
And
Where you build a little house.
Yes.
at one place they pranam 1,101 times. Yes, some more people doing this before 40 years, before 30 years. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know this place.
Yeah.
Down at the
Govardhan
foot of
parikrama.
Govardhan.
Govardhan parikrama.
At where you
Yeah,
put the little
yes.
stones to build the little house.
Yes. I'm telling about that.
Yeah. But another thing is,
They was doing that before 30 years, before 40 years. Yeah. This parikrama will finished 21 kilometers in something 45 years.
45 years.
45 years.
Okay. Well,
But it's just a choice, the way you choose to connect. We each have a different way, and I'd rather take the fast track.
Yeah. I mean, if people are, you can be, it's like some people chant 3 lakhs of rounds. It doesn't mean that you're an advanced devotee from that. People don't understand that you just got to get the mercy and parampara. You just got to meet a devotee that actually has a relationship with Lord Chaitanya. I mean, people don't know. They think they can do it by their own works and their own austerities, and they can go around there for 45 years. They still may not have that mercy. It's no guarantee. I mean, Lord Chaitanya showed the pastime. He had a brahmachari who was snuck in there by Srivas Thakur into the kirtan. And he only drank milk, he didn't eat vegetables, and he was very austere, and never had sex his whole life, never drank wine, never did that. No, and nothing, and he's very sincere, and all of that, but he couldn't get into the kirtan, and then he went to Srivas and said, please get me in the kirtan, please get me in. And he gets him in, and then Lord Chaitanya wants to teach 2 things. So he says, who's this guy here, who's in this kirtan that's not authorized? And Srivas said, "Oh, well, this guy, he's sinless, man. He's qualified. He doesn't drink. He only drinks milk, you know." And Lord Chaitanya got angry. He said, "What do you think? He can't do enough austerities to get in my kirtan. Throw that guy out. He's a rascal. I'm not going to have any milk drinker spoiling my kirtan." I mean, this is Lord Chaitanya's standard. It's impossible to meet and also very easy. And then he gets thrown out and dragged out. He says, "Oh, this is great, but I saw the dancing. I deserve this," and all. He had good attitude too, he had. So he dragged them out and like, "Hey, just get him out of here," and all this. And then the Lord says, "Well, actually, I like his attitude, and he went the right way through Srivas." See? So bring him back in. See? So he taught two things in that one pastime. You go through the devotee, it's very easy to get. And otherwise, you'll be going around Govardhan Hill. If you don't make a real devotee who has really realized Radha and Krishna in truth, you'll go around that hill for 45 years and still you won't get it. And so many people are impressed by these austerities. But I'm not. You know why? Because my Lord ain't impressed. I go with him. And I go and I see what people are getting here. That's impressive. People come here, the guy has a half a brain, that Ranga Leka, and gets his spiritual form manifest. Can you imagine half-brain guy with less, 3/4 of a brain, man, just because he has faith in Guru and has Guru Bhakti, man, and he listened for 8 months, man, and did a little service. And boom, Radha and Krishna revealed his actual form as not just a gopi, but a manjari. I didn't say you're a manjari. It just happens. It's even on camera. Can you believe it? We got it captured right here on camera. You can see all these things. In the future, people see how valuable this stuff is. Right now, they're in a dreaming a little bit. They don't know how powerful it is. You don't have to go for 45 years around, or 10 rounds, or 1 round. You come here and listen to what's being taught here and come and see how bona fide and authorized it is. You will get what those guys don't get going 50 times around that hill. Okay? I'm just telling you the way it works, because that's how it is. The real associates of Lord Chaitanya have the power to give Radha and Krishna, and only they've got it. It's in their hands, and it's always been in their hands. And if you find 1 out of 1,000,000 devotees with that power, you're very lucky, because they're very rare. That's my experience after all these years going around and looking at this and that and seeing this guru and that guru and all that stuff. I know the power here, and I've seen the power working here. So I'm really committed to it too, and I just want to make it easy for. I know it's not very humble, just tell people the truth, but that's what's happening here. You come here, you listen here, and you'll see stuff, man, that you will become convinced intelligently, not blind belief or anything. You just because, man, I'm seeing stuff here, I'm convinced. I don't see anything like this. Do you see anything like this going around in your whole experience?
No, 40 years of
Yeah, I'm same way. Go ahead.
I didn't know that Lord Chaitanya made his kirtans like an exclusive thing. I thought that it was for the public.
Oh, yeah, well, he started out exclusive, and there's a reason for that. Because he started to build his bhakti, his devotional tree. They call it tree of devotion. So there's these obstacles that are always attacking bhakti, So he got his devotees strong by having these kirtans and locking the door at first, because the obstacles come. As soon as ecstatic devotion becomes manifest in this world, the Putana comes to attack it, and Kalya comes to attack it, Trinavarta comes to attack it, and especially if you're preaching it, because it'll attack the disciples first, and then so the guru, that's why you have to have, come to the point of faith in Guru. They'll get you over these things, because they look like the real thing, but they're all these anarthas and obstacles trying to take you away. So the Lord took his devotees who had faith in him, just kind of like what we do. You see, we have thousands of friends, all of us 1,000, but there's only 9 people here now. And that's pretty good. 9 committed people. Most of them are committed. I mean, really, here all the time. This becomes really attractive. So, I mean, I want to be here all day. I want to be here as much as possible. And even my students are gonna, we're doing 24-hour kirtan, Harikatha. It's going on 24 hours now. People, they looking for a slot to get up and glorify the Lord, man. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. Not how much you do this externally. You could be a great devotee. It's possible, yeah. But it's not about how much you do. It's how much is in your heart to do for Krishna. Do you really like to serve Guru? Do you like to serve Krishna now? Do you like to stand up and glorify the truth? Give your whole life for it? It's actually your life and soul. That's spiritual advancement. That's what's happening here. This miracle is happening here. Miraculous. Wonderful, wondrous. I worship a wondrous Lord. You know? It's amazing. Lord Chaitanya is awesome. Getting more awesome every day, isn't it? We're all, you know, experiencing it, you know? Because that's why people are coming here, you know, 3 times a day. Can you imagine coming, giving 3 to 6 hours a day? You know, 7 days a week, 360. None of us take a day off. We don't want to. This is life here, man. This is what Jesus, I have life, I can give it you abundantly. Hey, that's the kind of life coming on here, man. You want it more and more, and you want it gets you right off this thing, you know, this like, just whoop.
Crazy devotional service.
Crazy, wonderful, man. River says, the transcendental sound vibrations coming from his divine grace, Bhakti. Oh, that long title again, huh? Oh, boy, is that a long one, man. Are my life and soul. Oh. So, you know, actually, I want to get here, because I want to show you something here. This with River here. River. Okay, River, we're going to invite you. Here, come on here. I want to prove a point here and show you how it's like this. So we're adding River Yamuna here for a minute. There she is in the car. Huh? What are you doing in the car? Oh, let me take this. Hey.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. We can see you.
I'm going to take
too.
these off. Mehmet Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're looking at you.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I have a question. I have some questions for you. It seems like you, now, have you surrendered to your Guru?
100%.
Is he in the way of your relationship with Krishna?
No, my Guru Maharaj has sort of strengthened my relationship with Krishna. Without my Guru Maharaj, I couldn't have this relationship with Krishna. Because of my intimate relationship with my Guru Maharaj, he has given me everything I need to be in service for Krishna. He's given me my position, he's given me the ability, the strength, the encouragement, the enthusiasm. And by giving me these things, my Guru Maharaj has purified my consciousness. He's removed my anartas from my heart. All that jealousy and greed and wanting to be something, it's all gone. And there's just so much room, there's just so much love, and you just want to share it with everyone. And it's the only path for me. It's the only path for me. And you know, my body is very sick. It's been sick for a long time, and my movement in my joints is limited. But I'm having the best time of my life. I'm on a higher platform, or a higher transcendental platform, where life is just so much. You relish everything you do, everything, the littlest things, and my life is all about service, because that service gives you so much to be part of, and to be part of increasing this message to as many people as possible is my only position in life. Everybody there?
Well, I think you spelled it out pretty good there. You look pretty happy.
I know, but Guru Maharaj, I can say it.
Yes.
You know, I can say it over and over again because it's my natural state now. It's my natural state, and I know it's just going to get more and more. And I've been doing this fully and sincerely now for over a year, and hearing you and hearing this sound, this vibration coming from your mouth. But now it's different. It's clearer. It's so clear. The words you say are so clear. And I can't begin to stress to people how much you are giving us and how much mercy and compassion you have for us, how much patience and tolerance and love you have for us, because you just keep giving and making it easier for me as your devotee to serve and not have to go through all the rigmaroles of doing all these orchestries and being pious austerities and doing all the rules and regulations. And I'm not saying, you know, they're not warranted. There's a time and place for those rules, but you have to move on. You know, you have to move more. You do. And I have regulations in order for me to still to watch you and to do all the other things that we do. But it's just, you nourish my soul. You know, I eat food, but it just nourishes my body, and that's temporary. But you nourish my soul, which is eternal, and I want to work on that which is eternal, which is gonna. I can't even say anymore. I can go on and on, but you know, I'm getting really fired up. But Guru Maharaj, your teachings, you know, through you have given me so much, you know, so much that I can't. It's just so wonderful and so great that I can't believe that it just gets more and more and more. And everything I'm learning, you know, by being here in the material world, you just flip it around. It teaches you so much about the material world. You go into it into its deepness, whatever it is, whatever situation it is, you go into its deepness and it completely spiritualizes it. And wow, my heart is just fluttering. I can't see you, Guru Maharaj. Where are you? Oh,
I'm listening to you.
you know, my relationship with you. You know, my relationship with you is so strong and so wonderful and so organic now. And I've built on that by surrendering to you and just listening to your words. And, you know, they've been intense and I haven't understood it, but I've trusted you, and that trust, I don't know why I have so. Yeah, it's happened. Everything you've talked about has happened. You've never lied to me. You're funny. I love your dancing, your singing, your chanting, your ecstasy. You give me everything. I don't need to look anywhere else. I don't need to go to anyone else except to you, because it gives me more and more, and it's fresh. And now I say, yes, no sound. Madhu is saying there's no sound.
It's working. It's his problem.
There is sound.
It's his problem.
Oh, yeah.
It's his problem. There's sound.
Put your hands. See it.
Oh,
She said.
he's got sound now. He's got sound.
you've got good sound. It changed my whole life for service of the Lord.
It's this thing because it's yeah. Okay, I'm gonna off and put you back. I gotta take you off because it's not working so good. But thank you. There, boy, that was a mouthful, isn't it? Boy, I didn't expect that. Yeah. Yeah, it's just this is just from preaching. I just been preaching. I just always love this stuff. I love preaching talking about Krishna and sharing that, and this all came from that. It's like, it's true. And people when they started to listen, I mean, seriously, some people, for years they were just kind of coming and going and stuff. And plus, I had to go through obstacles and get it clear, you know. But then now, after the year and a half, and these people start coming, they stick, and they're getting these results. That's the witness program. That's what Jesus did. People didn't believe him at first that he had something special, and then he just talked to people for 3 years, and they got the spirit of devotion like people get here, and then people started saying like, wow, they became witnesses for I really got this guy. He wasn't crazy. He was in our heart, and we feel so enthusiastic, and it's the same kind of thing, energy like with Jesus. When the Christians get this awakening, a lot of them get really juiced up and their whole life changes, and they just go out and they serving and serving and serving. It's transcendental, man. It's spontaneous devotional service right there before our eyes. Right there. You see, this is spontaneous. It's amazing. This is a sincere person. Just came to listen, and she had to work. You don't know how a few times I had to sit with her and listen to a lot of stuff, man. She says, I just got to get all this rubbish out. And then when it's out, it's all yeah, it was just empty out, and then this was wonderful thing. I mean, Lord is working here. Lord Caitanya. Go ahead.
Yeah, and a lot of for the witnesses,
Yeah.
Witnessing it within each other.
Yeah.
Like I witnessed Johan and Rangaleka, and because we all kind of came about the same time, and witnessing the transformation in each other just makes it even more clear within yourself, because you see a before and after, basically, but not really, not a before and after. It's just during. We experience and see the during of how it affects each and every one of us in a different way, and we all have our different ways of expressing. And everyone shares in a different way. Right here. Half of them don't work.
And it's so organic too, just works. Amazing. I'll take care of it. Go ahead, continue.
No, so I'm just saying, so for the witnesses, those that do come on a regular basis, often just based on questions and sharing with each other, on camera or off camera, we see how it affects all of us. And River's one of our shining examples.
Yeah. There's a lot of them. I mean, I'm surprised too. It's so wonderful. I mean, it's just amazing. It's like, wow. There you go.
We've got a clean place with all this.
Yeah.
Oh, they do, but I don't like the fluorescent lights. This is a little more better. Yeah, fluorescent, I hate that light. It'd be nice with a shade, but I don't got one. So, all right. So, boy, we got a lot out of that one verse. Huh? Got us off on a tangent. All right, let's do another verse here. See where it goes, man. Karuna says, she sure can glorify. I mean, that's one of the gifts of the transcendental potency, is to glorify glorify Krishna, glorify Vaishnavas and glorify Guru. Just natural, just it comes with the, that's treasure. That's one of the treasure. Lord Chaitanya, his quality was there was nothing that came off his mouth except the glorification of devotees and the holy name. And that was it, the holy name and the devotees. He would, of course he would talk and stuff, but mainly that was, and that's the devotional potency. When you get that, then you just naturally, spontaneously want to do it. And it feels so good. Krishna's pleased in your heart. You learn the secret of giving Krishna the highest pleasure because he's in the heart. See? And you go in the right way, he's very pleased. He gives you these boons of spontaneous devotions very easily. Oh, you're going to my real authorized devotee. You believe in them. Oh, that's so great. Oh, those guys maybe they might be doing, not everybody, but they might be, but they didn't meet the Satguru yet. And so they're still in process until they meet Satguru. Then it becomes very easy. You get this thing, and oh, you want to go around? You like doing that? Yeah. Then you just do it. Oh, you don't want to do that? Oh, no problem. What would you like to do? You're my devotee now. You surrendered to my devotee in the right way. See? What do you like to do? Well, I just want to serve. It becomes spontaneous. I didn't tell her all the stuff that she to do or say, or she just spontaneously is awakening. I mean, the same thing like with Jesus, because who's telling them? Is Jesus telling them what to do? The people they're just in their heart. It's like, hey, I just want to do this for Jesus. I want to do that. It becomes natural. And that's happening here. And this, I think, is pretty unusual. I don't think it's just everybody. It's happening everywhere. Do you? Yeah. It's kind of mind-blowing, actually. I think this is revolutionary type stuff, man. Okay. Sutta Goswami said, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. Oh, yeah. I love that. I love this book. Sutta Goswami said, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the maintainer of the world. This is my deity here. This is my deity. I like this deity. Became pleased after reestablishing Maharaj Yudhisthira in his own kingdom, and after restoring the Kuru dynasty, which had been exhausted by the bamboo fire of anger. Okay? So Maharaj Yudhisthira, after being enlightened by what was spoken by Bhishmadev and Lord Sri Krishna, the infallible, engaged himself in matters of perfect knowledge because all his misgivings were eradicated. I'm going to say this again because I didn't quite get it. Maharaj Yudhisthira, after being enlightened by what was spoken by Bhishmadev. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Bhishmadev spoke to him on the battlefield. Yeah. Okay, with the arrows. He was okay. He was enlightened. And Lord Krishna, the infallible, engaged himself in matters of perfect knowledge because all his misgivings were eradicated. So isn't that interesting? Krishna appeared to have misgivings, and they were eradicated by his devotees. Now, does the Lord need to have his misgivings eradicated? No, he likes to. He likes to hear from his devotees. See? This is a relationship. His counselor was Uddhava, and he would come, oh, Uddhava, I'm really confused. What should we do? Can you imagine, Lord? God would do that stuff. That's why, how do you recognize the Lord when he's in his deeper? And that wasn't even Vrindavan. That was, in Dwarka. It's even more confusing. The Lord, if you don't go in the right way and associate with the devotees from there, it's even more confusing for Vrindavan.
But doesn't that make that pecking order, that type saying where there's the exclusive in crowd and you have to like.
Yeah, it does. That's the way it is.
But you were also talking about the difficulty of the pecking order within organizations.
Oh, well, that's good. That's how it is. See, there's the pecking order in the material world, which never works right. But that pecking order, see, everything in the material world is a reflection, a dim, sordid, dark reflection of the truth. If there's pecking orders here, there's pecking orders in Vrindavan and in transcendental consciousness, in Dwarka and all that. There's a reason for it. It's perfect because you can't get in, make the transition into the family of Krishna without going through the family member. So you got to find an actual family member, and they're, because of their intimacy, you get in, and then you get purified to get in. Otherwise, you can't do it on your own. It's too high. Vrindavan be too difficult.
This exclusivity is a very distasteful concept to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think of God as being a very inclusive and loving everybody equally.
Well, yes, yeah. Well, see, that's the God that in his like universal love type form, there is that aspect. But then there's this level of, I mean, this is Vrindavan, man. Vrindavan is exclusive love between the Lord and his devotee. It's a condensed form. Otherwise, God loves even envious people too. There's that form of the Lord. He just loves even the envious. But the envious don't have a loving, ecstatic relationship, do they? He wants reciprocation now. Not just that he's just a big, lovable bundle of love. He wants us to get into loving relation, ecstatic loving relation. So it's exclusive, but he wants to include as many as he can. But you got to go the right process. When you're ready, you meet the bona fide guru and you're willing to submit to the process. Otherwise, you're thinking.
But what if you're confused and don't know what the process is? Like, I've been excluded from Seva times, like it really hurt, but I don't know why I was excluded.
Well, maybe you're meant to find the guru for you, the right guru for you to get you into Vrindavan, because maybe that guru couldn't get it. Do you have the right?
I don't doubt my guru's.
But again, you're not getting shiksha. Did you forget that? Did you forget the shiksha principle? You can have shiksha guru, right?
Yeah, but a shiksha guru would never tell you that you don't have the right guru. That's not really. It's really.
No, well, whoever you said about service, who was doing the service thing? Was that somebody else in some other place, or was that in your? Is that what they do? Where were you excluded?
Yeah, from my sangha.
Oh, from your sangha. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know anything, where that. I thought it was outside somewhere. Well, all I know is there's shiksha guru. You either take advantage of the principle or not. It's up to you. Maybe if you want to just stay with just that kind of shiksha, but it doesn't sound like you're getting shiksha.
No, he's always said, I'm not giving you shiksha. You go wherever you want and get shiksha.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that a shiksha guru would say you don't have the right guru. Well,
I didn't know your situation. I wasn't clear about your situation. Okay. Wasn't clear. Okay. I thought maybe you were out somewhere else and they do this trip. I mean, that's not very advanced to be like that. That's all I know. Disciples can be like that. They're always not as advanced as guru. Can be like that. But there's shiksha guru. Oh, so you may be saying I'm not bona fide because I said that.
My guru gave me, he told me go get shiksha, whatever.
Great.
And it's really hard because everybody teaches different things. In Vrindavan, everybody teaches different things. But nobody would ever say you have the wrong guru. You know what I mean? Like you can't leave your Diksha guru. Who's
saying that? Are you saying this being said here? I didn't say it. I said you could have shiksha guru. What's unclear about that?
Okay, I guess I misunderstood.
Yeah. No, you have shiksha guru, if you want. I mean, it's up to you. But, are you a shiksha disciple, man? Can you come in? I mean, shiksha means if you give respect to your diksha guru, do you come and before shiksha guru, you got to come to the point of, thinking, well, let me check them out and see at least, and then it should.
It's my own experience. Guru is name of not our body.
It's not about it.
Nobody name of the Guru. Body is not our Guru. What is our feeling? Or Guru, our Guru is our feeling. I believe you. So you are my Guru. I believe him. So he is my Guru. Our some more people tell my Guru have died before some time. So we have no Guru. Guru never died. Guru always lives in our heart. Our respect fully person is our Guru. Yeah, it's my own experience.
Yes, that resonates for me.
Yes.
So say that again. It wasn't so clear because I was reading this. Go ahead. Say that. Oops.
Guru.
It'll come out.
Yeah. Guru is not body name. You have a body. So you are my Guru. You are also my Guru. But I love him. So you are my Guru. I love her. She is my Guru. I love her. She is my Guru. Guru Guru is not name of the body. Guru name is my heart Guru. Like I believe your words. Who words you? So your wordsing is my Guru. My Guru, someone Guru told this disciple. So his Guru, who is his Guru? His Guru's wording is Guru, not that things. Never every day early in the morning temple in temple. Guru wording is my Guru, not body is Guru.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I got it.
I was talking about Guru. One day, my one Guru was sitting, and he was then after that his Guru Maharaj comes to him, then asked him, why are you upset? He told me my oil have to finished. So they told him finished. After then you're sure thinking. So we did that, but so it's one different thing. Sorry to say that.
Yeah, I'm not quite understand because the guru is actually a realized soul. I mean, you could say I can learn things from people and they can teach us, but guru that comes to deliver you is a specific. They're a realized soul.
I mean, you told me that thing. So you are telling this way is good. This way is good. If I'm going right way, so I'm a good disciple, and I'm not your good disciple. So it's a depend on us.
Depends on it depends on the relationship. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, just do the best you can in hearing. Let's see, where were we here? To try find maybe it's here. Let's see. Let's try the Wi-Fi. Okay, I think we're worked out our internet problems here, so it should be working. Yeah. Anyway, like Shiksha is being given here. It's up to people if you want or anybody wants. You come and learn if it works for you. If not, just.
It's like in a material family, even the parents may have 10 children, and the relationship with each child is different. It's different. You don't love one more than the other, but it's just different. And it's how you choose or how you reciprocate or, it's a matter of the heart. It's just a heart to heart. So, it's always going to be different for all of us because we're all so different. It's who you choose as guru, who you choose to listen, and how you develop that personal relationship yourself with your guru.
Yeah.
It's
how it is.
on relationship.
On
It's a depend on our relationship.
a relationship, right, the relationship.
Yeah, you know, it's getting pretty late here anyway, so maybe we'll just knock off now. So we can go out for have our dinner. Circling over there too, yeah. Yeah, internet's not
Well,
so good. So
we're a minute behind.
yeah. So it's good. We it was nice. It was a nice little meeting here tonight. Now we can eat again. Yeah. You stayed longer than you thought.
Knocked off? Did you close it?
No, it's still on. Yeah. You want to say anything? Say hi. Yeah, I didn't close yet. I think we have to nail down the idea of Guru. Yeah. Karuna says we have to nail down the idea of Guru. Yeah, I think it's not really clear. Yeah. Anyway, that's basically why things are working here, because we're going by the book. When a disciple is ready to be delivered, they meet the two types of Bhagavats. One is the devotee Bhagavat, and the other is the book Bhagavat. And by the action of the devotee, see, hearing, chanting together, and dialoguing, talking like this, the disciple gets these mellows of devotion, just like their guru does. So that's the process I teach. It's in the book, Caitanya-caritāmṛta, chapter 1.
I thought the process was chanting the mantra that your guru gives you.
Yeah, you know, that's, chanting the mantra. Well, you know, we're chanting Hare Krishna. So, but the process, then your consciousness won't get purified very quickly. It's very slow.
The name reveals the form and all that.
Well, do you feel satisfied in your worship and everything? Are you happy? Are you as happy as like somebody like River there? You know. So I like you can just chant and not have a person who is intimate with Krishna hear and take the shiksha Krishna in the book form in the way of your intimacy with God, and you're being really juiced up. Going to be a longer process, it's, you know, natural, you know. Why not?
Is it also because of the different sampradayas and different?
Well, no, Guru is one, man.
No, I'm talking about a guru's belief.
Huh?
A guru's belief.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, that's another thing. You know, it's like you have to see what's harmonious. Same process is everywhere. It's like, details will be different, but the essence is the same. You go in through the door of the Guru. Isn't that how you go through the Guru Parampara? You know, isn't that where you go through? You know, Guru Parampara, your Guru teaches, right? You go through the Guru. See, same thing. So the details may be different because of the, you know, parampara and different things, but the essentials are the same. And the thing is, it's like in the songbook. Let me be purified by the words emanating from the mouth of the Rasic Guru, man. I mean, right there in the ISKCON songbook. Johan quotes it every day. Yeah, they have the quality. They're Rasic, you know. They have Radha and Krishna living in their heart.
I think Guru is a mantra who gives our Guru. Yeah, you believe?
Guru is a mantra.
Guru is a mantra.
I don't see Guru as
Who gives from the Guru, by Guru.
Well, actually, see, if you take that thing, Guru is a mantra. Yes, that's right. See, Guru is a mantra, but you're getting many mantras when you hear Harikatha, which is the fastest way to realize Krishna. That's what Maharaj Parikshit did. He realized Krishna in 7 days, hearing from a bona fide Guru, Shiksha Guru. Yeah. See, 7 days, he got it. He realized Krishna, went back to Golok. See, so that's a mantra. Can you imagine when you hear every day, you're hearing them not only like, well, let me just chant the mantra. Now you go and you start chanting. Here, every day, people are coming, hearing mantras from a person that actually has bona fide power to deliver people out of this Maya.
Shastras are told that that mantras was Guru told in disciples in here. It's a very powerful mantra. Yeah. Whenever disciples, that Guru disciples was in very unhappy and feeling bad, that time they will feel that month and chant that month. They always help us. Yajurveda have write that some more things in Yajurveda.
Well, this is fast track stuff. I mean, you come here and hear.
Very powerful mantra.
Yeah, this is fast. I mean, not everybody is willing to do this kind of stuff. I mean, how many people are doing like this?
Every person chant that mantra early in the morning after the bath.
But you see, you can chant a mantra, but if you're not purified in there, it's going to be like less effect.
Yes.
But if you're cleared out by a Shiksha Guru, by hearing regularly, a lot, sufficiently, you cleanse all that out, then you chant your mantra. This is what's happening here. People are in ecstasy. Yes. They're doing spontaneous devotion. Did you hear that? I don't think people heard that.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
I did.
That's spontaneous devotion. I'm just juiced up, man. I'm clear, man, now.
And I see that with Johan. He's one of Johan. Yeah. For 25 years, he chanted the Maha Mantra. He followed Ekadasis. He did all the rules and regulations to performing this. And he was like chases, I'm chanting like a cow, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But now since he met Guru and he started listening, now he's exhibiting all the symptoms. He laughs, he cries, and it's not something you can pretend. It's not something that you can imitate. It's so natural. Because emotions you can't control emotions. If something happens, don't cry about that. Don't cry. You're gonna cry. And if you cry, try to control that. You can't.
And the emotions of spiritual emotions are 50 times more strong than material. You cannot hold them in.
Right.
Control it. Sometimes you subdue it a little bit, but it was like.
I think chanting is not the first. First is feeling. Feeling is first. It's my own experience. So feeling is first, and chanting is second. Many more people. So
what is your feeling that you have?
I was that Rama is listening to me. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then feel Rama is listening to me. Krishna is listening to me.
I've never done that.
Oh, Lord Chaitanya always dancing and
you feel he's listening to you.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
How about are you feeling the ecstatic bliss?
They forget. I have a body. I have mind. Forget everything. Only feel. Krishna is in my heart. Krishna is dancing. Krishna is chanting, and everything is Krishna.
Yeah, so are you feeling the ecstatic awakenings with tears and choking the voice and laughter and just unbounded bliss? Or you're experiencing that Krishna's listening to you?
Yes.
The unbounded bliss and ecstasy and weeping and crying and laughing and all that? You're getting those symptoms now? Choking of the voice?
Many times I saw that.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's wonderful. Probably why you like it.
2013. I was chanting Mahamantra.
2013?
2013.
Oh, you mean many years ago?
Yeah.
Not just like
chanting,
recent. Oh.
Yeah. When I was living in Vrindavan, near, little far from there, I was chanting in my home. In front of my one deities was there. I was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then I was feeling that Krishna, and near to the Krishna was sitting Lord Rama. Then I was tell Hare Rama. Then I was feeling him, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Then return Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Did you
Then
feel the
Hare Rama,
ecstatic?
Hare Rama, yeah.
Yeah. Crying, tears were pouring out of your eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little feeling when my feeling was increasing, that my crying was starting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You started weeping and choking
Weeping,
your
yeah.
voice.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when there was one, my neck was no. I'm telling Krishna, no, not speaking. Krishna, and weeping was touching.
That's great.
I finished my changing.
Yeah.
Then I wash my face.
So actually now, if in this association, that won't just be like many years ago. It'll happen. You'll see more.
Many times I was.
Many times.
Many times
I thought it was 2000.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
That time I was real Krishna. That deities was in front of me. They are coming to me. Yeah, they're coming to me. Lord Rama is coming to me. One time I was looked at. Yeah.
Great, awesome, man. That's great. It's
But
nice to hang around people that have devotional experiences.
But I think
to hear how you, like, it's very helpful for me to hear that you were, like, calling him, like, communicating. Whereas I've just been chanting, I was almost thinking this must be some thing to control the mind. And somebody's even told me that, well, some people give them mantra just to make you give your mind something to do so it's not negative and bothering you. And that's what it feels like for me a lot. But this is very beautiful, like you're actually calling the Lord with your mantra. Do you feel like that?
Absolutely. I'm always calling. Yeah, of course.
See, I don't know these things.
that things I was looking in you before some time. You was chanting, you was speaking, singing Hare Krishna, and you was weeping. Yeah, really.
That's where it's at. That kind of worship is. The Lord's looking for that. That's how you're pleasing the Lord in the heart. Yeah, the Lord, you're waking Him in the heart, pleasing Him.
So it's like you're recalling Him, not necessarily to help you. Like I prayed for God to help, for Krishna to help me, but it's not like that.
No, well, for me, I want to feel the presence of the Lord. It's kind of like the Lord never leaves you, but that's the Yoga Maya thing, and that's the impetus for a devotee to chant. He's like, Hare Krishna, Lord, please manifest, and all, and deepened realizations come from that. Just like, wow, this deepening of intimacy with the Lord is really amazing, and that's relationship. It's just getting to know the Lord more and more and more. That's why, this is, so it's there's a calling there. Yeah, Lord, come on, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, manifest in, you manifest your bliss in my heart, your ecstasy. That's you, Radha and Krishna. Let's get it on. Spiritually. Yeah.
When I speak in my Bhagavad-Gita, some characters about the Uddhav characters, Uddhav characters, and Kunti characters. So my weeping, when my weeping started, never be stopped. Weeping. Yeah. Always. Some characters you read about Lord Krishna, Kunti characters, Uddhav characters. It's a very, it's always touching your heart.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's end it now because it's getting a little late, and I don't want to eat late at night because I have to get up like 2 or 3 in the morning. So I don't think you guys get that. She doesn't like it.
I like 4.
I like that morning, especially I'm in Vrindavan. I want to take advantage of. I like these. It's like the gopi hour.
It's okay. It's okay. It's my choice. But Ding Dings, it's my choice.
Okay, so we'll end this here. Thank you very much, everybody. And tomorrow we can do 4:30 if you want to come again tomorrow. Our last night here. We can do this again.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, guys, thank you very much for coming. We had a lot of 8, 7 to 9, 10, 11 people. Thank you. It's awesome, man. Hare Krishna.